Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to show you how to make my design of a fitted face mask. I make them in different fabrics. Of course, this is one of my fun ones, Armenian, very popular. They're made with a nose wire, the adult size is, and also a filter pocket, so you can put any type of filter you want in there, and also a soft t-shirt material adjustable ear strap with a bead. So they work very well to cover your face and to keep the the nose wire helps so that you don't get that steam up your glasses. If you wear glasses, you'll know what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you how to make a face mask. Do have them available on my website. If you don't want to make your own, you can go ahead and purchase them. But let me show you how easy they are to construct. The first thing you want to do is cut your pieces. You want to cut a lining piece, and I have these patterns for you available. You just go to my website to the contact page and send me a message there to email you the pattern, and I'll email you the PDF file. But it's just the lining piece like this, and you're going to cut two of those, and then the other piece is a little bit longer, the face piece. What you're going to do is stitch those together, right sides together down the center on both pieces. This one's already stitched, and then when you get the center stitch, you're going to open the seam up like this, put it to one side, and top stitch down the nose part so that you'll have a nice stiff nose area so that it sits up off of your face nicely. Once you get that done, you don't have to press to do that, because you're just going to go ahead and when you're stitching it, and you're going to lay it flat and pull it apart and stitch about a 1/4 inch from that seam, just right there. So I've done that on the lining and the front piece. Then when you go to press it, this is all nicely pressed now. It'll press down nicely. You'll press this piece just like that, the lining piece the same way, with the exception of you're going to press down underneath these, and I've already have it stitched down, and then when you go back to the machine, you're going to stitch that down, and then you'll have it ready to construct. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to just sew them together, the top and the bottom. So you're just going to pin, and I just use a pin at the top and the bottom where the seam is. I pin it there, and I pin it right over here, and it lines up quite nicely, especially if you press nicely. Take your time to do your pressing. So you're just going to go ahead and stitch along the bottom, and then the same way around the top, so it looks like this. So you can see it from the back side, because the thread is black, so you can see it a little bit better. I don't know if you can see it there. So it's all stitched like that. Your lining piece is folded under and nicely pressed down like that. So then you're going to flip it around, turn it inside out, and then you're going to come over here and press. Now when you press, just make sure you're pressing everything now nice and flat, and then go ahead and press it down nicely. And then once you get it all pressed around, you're also going to want to press the side piece, and I'll show you on one that's already stitched. You're going to go ahead and press this end right here, because this is going to create your channel where your ear strap goes. So you want to turn that under a 1/4 inch and press it down. And then once you get it all pressed, you're all ready to top stitch. So you're going to go ahead and top stitch and catch these ends as you go. So just start at one end, go down, and then around. I do it from this side as well, from the back side, and I stay very close. And when I pressed it, I've left it so that there's a little bit more of the front goes into that way. And it's okay, because you'll have that extra room in here for your filter. So it's all nicely top stitched all the way around, catching this side part here as well. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and fold this over. Just fold it down, fold it like this, and then you're going to stitch down here. That creates your pocket, your channel for your strap to go into. So once you've created that, you're just going to go ahead and put your elastic in. Now I create my own elastic. I use a t-shirt, an old t-shirt. My husband throws them out all the time when he just gets tired of them, wears them too much. So what I've done is I've cut, let me grab these real quick. I've cut the t-shirt in 1-inch strips, 1 inch wide. For the ear bands, I make them about 12 inches long, and then on the youth size, I don't make ear straps. I make it so it goes through each channel and it comes around the head. And so you just have one, it's one piece, and then you have 2 straps in the back and just the bottom one with the bead adjust. So those I make 24 inches long. For the ear straps, I make them each 12 inches long. And all you're going to do once you have them created, this one's a 24-inch one. So I have to cut this in half so they're both 12 inches. So I got 2 pieces. Then I'm just going to go and give it a tug. And then you have a nice stretchy soft piece to go around your ear. So it makes it nice and comfortable. I know the elastic can get, you know, a little bit tight on your ears. So once you have that created, those straps created, I use some nice beads. Now, I'm making these for my daughter's family and her brother-in-law and sister-in-law and their family. They all hang out together. So some of their masks are the same print. They all wanted, you know, a Red Wings one, and some of them wanted the Minion ones together. So I put different colored beads on each mask so they wouldn't get them mixed up, because it's important that you don't use somebody else's mask. So I just bought all these beads at the dollar store and I put them in the jar. So I have a variety of colors. So that's just a thought. If you do make everybody matching ones, that's how you can differentiate them. Now I just take a crochet hook or whatever you have to pull through with. If you don't have a crochet hook, you just use a great big safety pin, but this works real well. And just pull it through. You can just pick one up at the dollar store just to have around for doing stuff like that. Then I have a needle that has a really big eye on it, so it fits the little bit corner of this. And that just helps me get it onto the bead without fussing and everything, shoving it through with a chopstick or whatever. But I don't think it'd fit. So I just pull that through. It's quite easy to do. It goes through very easily. Now the second one's a little bit of a challenge. So what I do is I put it, because that goes on the other side. I put it through here because you're going to have to put it both ends through. And then I get my needle nose pliers and I pull it through usually. But it's coming through. If you need a little help, just get your pliers and it'll pull through very nicely. So go ahead and pull that through like that. If you have trouble, just use your needle nose pliers and it'll come through. And then you're going to want to secure the ends with a little knot so that the bead stays on. It's on there quite tightly though. And this t-shirt elastic like this, I use it on a lot of different things. I like to repurpose clothing, if you've gone to my website as well. So if you don't have any fabric and you're on a budget and you've cleaned out your husband's closet, or you went to Goodwill or a rummage sale and they had some dress shirts, maybe the collar is like no good on them. Use the sleeves or the material on a dress shirt. It's usually nice fabric, cotton fabric or permanent press, and I've made a few like that. So here you have it all finished with your ear strap on there, and then you go ahead and do the other side. And then what I use for a filter, I saw a video yesterday where the lady had used like a vacuum cleaner bag with a really good filter. If you want to cut something like that. A lot of people use a coffee filter. I like to dry up a wet wipe, a clean wet wipe, and you usually get 2 filters out of it and then stick it in there, and it smells good. Another thing you could do if it's really hot is put put your wet wipe in the freezer while it's wet and have a nice cold one to put in there. Just a thought. I was trying to think of ways to make it more comfortable. But anyways, that's real simple to do. And then the next step that you're going to do after you get it all top stitched, you want to top stitch just a little channel in here for the nose wire. So you're going to measure 2 inches down from the nose. The nose wire is, mine are 4 inches long. So I just mark that, and then I stitch it, you know, on each side, and then I stitch a channel in there, and it's about, let me find one that you can see on, probably this one. You stitch it just like that, not the end yet, and then you feed the piece of wire in there, and then after you get it in, you secure the ends down, and then there you have your nose wire in there. So it's very simple. I hope you can make one of your own. If not, I'll be happy to send you one. You can just go ahead and purchase on my website, and you'll see the address right there, designbydiana.com. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to be making some more. I also make dog bandanas for their loved little pets that are keeping us company, and that's a lot of fun. So have a great day and stay safe.